What's poppin', y'all? You already know what season it is. It's drip season. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's what's up. And welcome to episode 3 of Drip School. Welcome to Drip School. I'm gonna show you how to drip cool. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, I'm not alone. I'm with a special lady. Our first guest of the season, and she goes by the name of Moonsedi. I'm glad to have you as a guest. You know what I'm saying? First of all, describe your style.
I think I take most of my outfit inspiration from males, mostly. And because I'm a female, I kind of feminize it. It has a lot of jewelry, a lot of glam to it, very sparkly. I wouldn't say I'm a very aesthetic type of person, like I don't fit into a specific aesthetic. I kind of just dress how I want on a particular day. I'd say I've always been like a kid that likes things. You know when the adults say like, this child likes things. I've always been that type of kid. When it comes to fashion, when it comes to dressing, I always went crazy. But I've always been like an oddball when it comes to conventional dressing, and never really controllable when it comes to being put in a box. So I've always been this way, you could say.
Yeah, that's good, because when it comes to fashion, like, you shouldn't put yourself in a box. You shouldn't just say like, this is my style, I'm gonna stick to this one style. You see, you should like explore different stuff. And one thing, don't be afraid to explore it.
Yeah.
Because people will talk, you know, some people will laugh at you if you try a certain style. Like, what is this person wearing?
And I feel like it's more about your aura, and if you've got it like that, like you could literally put on a grandma outfit and you can still go hard in it. It just depends on how you carry yourself in an outfit and how your personality comes through with that outfit. Personally, I would say I agree with the whole notion of like picking your style, choosing what you want to indulge in, and also like exploring your options, you know. I feel like sometimes as society we're very confined in the whole conforming thing. We'll dress like how other people dress just to kind of seem appropriate and fit in. But I feel like you should be able to break those boundaries, because like people are going to start seeing by you and your trip if they can explore many options. Most of the trends that we're actually like digging into now and eating up is started by a person that decided to look at something differently and just push it like that.
You know, that's the thing. These days, everyone just copies everyone. You know what I'm saying? Everyone dresses the same. You just look at a person, just see they're wearing either a style cap, a fitted cap, you know, with the plain tee, jorts, duplicated everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are not really like stepping out. They just copy like what they see on the media.
I feel like even as like a shopping experience, because I do like buying things, guys, like I am guilty.
No stress here.
Going out to like shop is so generic nowadays. Like you don't go from store to store and expect to find something different. I feel like the most distinct pattern or trend that you saw in every single store for a period of time was the leopard print. There was a time where stores were just spamming leopard print, like leopard print shoes, belts, jeans. Everything was just leopard print. And I get that that's the it girl and what was in at the time. But I just think that sometimes you need to be able to divert from whatever the trend is. And right now, if the trend is polka dot, we're going to the mall, we're seeing polka dot everywhere you go, and you're not really going to pick up any unique pieces, you know. And I feel like that's kind of what messes up fashion, because they've been making these pieces in such high volumes that everybody ends up looking the same. We all have the same dresses, the same drip, because everybody can get that, you know. That's why y'all should thrift.
Yeah, thrifting is also another thing. As I mentioned it in the previous video, where I was telling them, like, giving them tips on how to drip on a budget, and thrifting was one of them, you know. How would you advise people like to find their style and not just like, because it's easy to just copy what you see on the media and you just replicate it, or you just add some spice to it. But how do they find their authentic style?
I wouldn't be able to like give an objective piece of advice, but I can say, like, in my experience, it is just taking elements of fashion from different eras and putting them together. Like I could wear like a tee, a graphic tee with like trousers, because trousers is like an era that's, you could say, 1990s, 1980s, and you put those two eras together and you could find yourself from just picking up pieces from different eras. I feel like the biggest mistake when it comes to fashion is the whole box theory. If you're dressing street, then you limit it only to street. Most of the unconventional outfits that we see that are actually dope are literally mixed era. mixed
Facts.
style.
No, that's
You've got a
facts.
bit of formal, you've got a bit of casual, you've got a bit of street. You've got like the junk type jewelry, like rings.
Yeah, that's
You've
fine.
got the thank you. You've got the things that like aren't supposed to go together, but they go together. So just like I feel like Pinterest is your number one bestie. Like if you can go on Pinterest and just pick up images and things that you like from those images specifically. If it's a clean look, what do you like about the clean look? If it's the streetwear look, what do you like about the streetwear look? If it's the formal look, what do you like about that? And go between different areas of fashion throughout time, and then you'll be able to build a unique style off of whatever your interests are. I feel like you should always be wearing what you like wearing.
Facts.
The mistake comes in when we try and put something that's supposed to be put with an outfit, like wearing a tee with sweats. That's typical, that's conventional. But usually when you think about a tee, like a skull cap, fitted cap, sweats, and a shocks, you're done.
Yeah.
Because those things are supposed to go together according to TikTok, according to the trend, according to fashion. But like you could dare us mix whatever you want to mix and like have it your way.
Also, like mixing streetwear and formal wear, that's something I like to do. But it's also like too typical these days when you wear like a tie, a shirt, a tie, and then you wear jeans and stuff. That's like I'll see that everywhere. That's my style though, but like I've seen it too many times, But you just switch it up,
I definitely think the whole tie, you know what, Nick? I hate it.
Because you've seen it too many times, yo.
It's a shirt, it's a tie, it's pearls and pins somewhere on the tie, or it's just like torn jeans, or the jorts and shirt combination with some type of a fitted cap and some type of a Nike shoe.
You see it
that
everywhere.
is overdone. Another problem with fashion is not dressing to your style and your personality. If you're going to take another person's drip, right, because you like how it looks on them, sometimes when you wear it, you won't be as satisfied with how it looks because you're essentially duplicating aura. The reason why certain outfits look good on certain people is because that's who they are. And we can tell when they're dressed like that, that that's who you are. And like sometimes when we like step out in an outfit that's not necessarily matching with our personality, it doesn't really go hand in hand. And that's why it looks generic, or it looks fast fashion. It looks sheen like. It's because it's not you. And I feel like that's what we need to kind of like divert from as a society. Dressing outside of our personalities. You cannot be looking like a YN when you know you're an anime lover and you don't care about music, hip-hop or anything, but you're dressed like a hip-hop person. Do you get what I'm saying? You're dressing for another person, and that might look good on you, no hate, no shade, but I feel like there could be a style where you could integrate what you like about that fashion and that style and integrate it with your personality, where you can actually interact with the person and you can be like, their drip makes sense.
There's the difference between just wearing clothes and styling. So you should add like a bit of yourself in the outfit, a bit of your personality into the outfit, you know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
And genuine chats, like some people do have difficulty putting together their own outfits and just forming their own baseline of creativity. But I feel like I want to kind of debunk the whole some people are not creative chat, because I feel like everybody is inherently creative in one way, shape or form. You don't have to be an artist, you don't have to have a craft that you indulge in, but you have a personality that is supposed to be able to guide you into forming whatever opinion, whatever style, and whatever you need to do. There's certain people that have capsule wardrobes and they kind of plan their outfits for it because thinking about their outfits doesn't come as naturally to them. I feel that, I hear that, but I think there's still room to make an outfit uniquely yours.
Yeah, that's fact. Like a lot about fashion, eh?
I love fashion.
Right.
I had a lot of eras of fashion for a very long period of time.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you say was your best, or like name your different eras? Because I remember you mentioned goth. Say sometimes.
Yeah.
Goth. What's the other era that you have?
Okay, so I'll just go in the order that I remember. But when I was younger, I really liked dressing like a boy. I had my baby pictures. I don't know why I was just in boy clothes, but it was just kind of like a thing. And so I kind of grew up like that. I have a sister, and we always had matching outfits, and I'd always get the pants version and she'd always get the skirt version, and my parents kind of just got that from a very early age. So I kind of like kept to the tomboy side of dressing, and then I eventually developed into a more girly side, and my girly side was more very glamorous. You know, you'd see a lot of sparkles, you'd see a lot of pink. You wouldn't really see the ruffles and stuff like that, but it had a lot of edge to it. I feel like my way of feminizing outfits around the earlier ages of my life was just adding sparkle and pattern and texture in many different ways, or just like pairing a basic outfit with a really unique piece. And then after that, I had my era where I was very influenced by modern women that were very mature and successful. So these are the clean girls. And I was dressing very simple, if you could say. My silhouettes were very like black, white nudes. You find very fitted silhouettes, not really, you wouldn't find a lot of baggy clothes. And it was just it was more formal, right? And I think for where I'm from, I really indulged in what I was seeing around me, and I kind of like kept that up. But it wasn't really casual. I hardly wore sneakers. I was always in like pumps, kitten heels, and I kind of kept it that way. And then obviously got to a phase in my life where I started integrating the masculine and the feminine and the streetwear and all of those sides, because I felt like I relate to different parts of fashion, and I kind of just was able to put those together in different outfits, obviously. But I feel like when people do think about Moonsedi and her style, they can recognize a pattern and an aesthetic that is very unique to me. But they're not necessarily surprised when they see me in a fit, even if it's on the goth end. Yeah.
But one thing I can tell you guys, this girl can dress. Nah. I'm not trying to hype her now, but she can dress. Like, I've never seen her with a bad outfit. Like, I can catch her like any day. She always looks flat. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that she doesn't like taking pictures, guys. But like, you should like take more content, because I feel like you can really go far, like further with your content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you take more pictures and like you post, like, because I see you always post on your stories, post on your feed. Because like even today you can take like a video with this and you post it on IG. It's gonna get like proper views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, because you take this fashion thing serious, or is it just like for fun?
It's more of an outing, bro.
Or is it? It's not something you take serious.
What do we mean by take serious?
Like as a career, like be a stylist or be a like a fashion model.
I would like to get into modeling, and I have indulged a bit into that, but I haven't made it like a full career. I would model for fashion, but I don't think I would be a fashion designer. There was a point where I did want to be a fashion designer, but I could definitely be a stylist if I put my mind to it and like learn into the craft a bit more. But that's kind of not what I'm doing right now, because I'm in law.
Oh.
So it kind of, how do I put graphics there? But like, you know, I feel like it could work. You could be a multi-talented baddie and still make it work, you know? I'd see. I'd have to plan it out properly.
No, but that's proper. Yeah. You can still be a lawyer, but like be into fashion too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm already a nail tech and a hairdresser.
Yeah, I saw your business. Promote it here.
Oh, okay. My business is Beauty by Moon. And I recently launched it, and it's still in the growing phases. I'm a self-taught nail tech, but I have years of experience, and I've had a lot of happy customers, and I just decided to take my business to the next level by making it more formal. You guys can find a little bit of my work on my page that I just started, which is Beauty by Moon on Instagram. Very simple, beauty_by_moon. You guys should be able to find it there.
Yeah, and also your IG. I also put your stuff there, the details there. Thank you guys for making it this far. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and whatnot. Just tell them subscribe to Drip Season.
Guys, subscribe to Drip Season.
Subscribe to who?
Drip Season.
To what?
Drip Season. Guys.
To his YouTube channel.
Drip Season.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. That's what's up. That's this mission.